Gems, treasures from the earth. Gems, treasures from the earth. Focus question. Why do many people consider gems to be valuable? Introduction. Many people consider gems to be Earth's most beautiful creations. They are willing to spend thousands of dollars for even a small bit of that beauty. Sparkling gems are worn on the fingers, necks, and wrists of people around the world. Families pass them down through the years. They can be found on crowns worn by royalty and on sacred religious objects. A gem is any beautiful stone that can be used in jewelry. Most gems have beautiful colors or sparkle. There are three major types of gems. The first two, crystals or stones, are made of minerals, the natural non-living substances that make up ordinary rocks. Crystals are very pure minerals that form in tight shapes and neat patterns. Stones are mixed minerals that have beautiful colors and patterns, but do not have strict shapes. The third group, organic gems, comes from substances made by living things. How are gems formed? Some of the most famous and expensive gems, including diamonds, emeralds, and rubies, are crystals. Crystals are very pure forms of minerals. Every mineral is made of millions of tiny particles called atoms. In ordinary rocks, many kinds of atoms are mixed together without any kind of pattern or order. But in crystals, the atoms are arranged very precisely in neat, orderly patterns. Crystals have flat sides called faces which form shapes. Different kinds of crystals form in different shapes, some of which are shown below. Some crystals are cubes, while others form long six-sided columns. Most crystals form deep within the earth under very special conditions. Some, such as diamonds, form when the mineral is squeezed under layers of rocks. The squeezing forces the atoms to arrange themselves until they are in the smallest shape possible. Others, such as sapphires, form when a mineral gets so hot inside the earth that it melts. As it slowly cools, the atoms fall into place to make irregular crystal patterns. And still other gems, such as opals, form when minerals dissolve in water. As the water evaporates very slowly, the mineral left behind forms a crystal. Try these. Make your own crystals. Rock salt, also known as halite, forms when salty seas evaporate. You can watch a much smaller version of this same process using just water and ordinary salt. Mix a tablespoon of salt into a cup of warm water. Stir it until it dissolves. Second, keep adding salt a little at a time until no more salt will dissolve. Third, put a clean toothpick in the water. Fourth, place a cup somewhere warm in the sun. As the water evaporates, crystals will form on the toothpick and the sides of the cup. Look at the crystal under a magnifying glass. What do they look like? The minerals and stones do not form orderly patterns, and they may have other minerals mixed in. Stones often form in layers that make streaks and lines, called the grain. Grain gives stones beautiful patterns and surfaces. Organic gems, which include pearls, ambers, and coral, come from living things. Pearls begin when a grain of sand gets trapped inside an oyster's shell. The oyster covers the grain with layers of smooth nacre the mineral uses to build its shell. Coral is made of skeletons left behind by millions of tiny sea creatures. Amber began millions of years ago as tree sap. Amber often contains the fossils of insects or spiders that got caught in the sap. How do gems get into jewelry? Many mineral gems are found deep within the earth. Humans must dig mines to get them. Because gems are so small and rare, mining is often still done by hand. Miners must chip and cut at the rock, looking for stones embedded within it. Do you know? Opals form when mineral-rich rock water evaporates from cracks underground. This leaves a streak of mineral crystal in the rock. Streaks of crystal are called veins. The best opals in the world are found in veins under the ground in the Australian desert town of Coober Pedy. In the Australian Aboriginal language, Coober Pedy means white man in a hole. When a miner finds a gem, it looks very different from the one you see in a ring or necklace. The gem often has rough edges. Its surface looks dull, its shape is bumpy. Gems often have cracks, dark marks, bubbles, and other flaws. Gem cutters cut gems into regular shapes that show off their best qualities and cover their flaws. Gem cutters once used diamond-edged saws and polishers, but recently they began using lasers to cut gems. Most crystal gems are cut into flat surfaces called facets. Facets show off the gem's color and patterns and allow it to sparkle with reflected light. Gem cutters cut different gems using several different cutting styles. The popular brilliant cut style is often used with diamonds, which have more sparkle than color. This style has many facets that reflect light off the gem. Deep green emeralds, on the other hand, are often cut into a style called a step cut. This cut, with its rectangular facets, creates a wide top of pure color. The rounded top and triangular facets of another style, the rose cut, are most often found on older gems. The oldest style of cut, the cabochon, is simply rounded and polished. It is most often used with opaque or patterned stones. Other gems such as jade and coral can be curved into small sculptures. What makes gems valuable? Gems as a whole are valuable for two reasons. They are beautiful and they're rare. The value of a gem is determined by the gem's hardness and a style called the 4 C's: cut, carat weight, color, and clarity. Cut refers to how well the gem is cut and polished, or how beautiful the natural gem is. A poorly cut gem may look dull or uneven. Carat weight is the size of the stone. The carat weighs about as much as a kernel of unpopped popcorn. Do you know? The word carat comes from the seeds of the carob tree. For centuries, jewelers weighed gems according to carob seeds, which grow in pots. The seeds are incredibly similar in weight, no matter which tree or pot they come from. The modern carat weighs about as much as one carob seed. The next of the 4 C's, colors, is one of the major reasons why gems are considered beautiful. Unlike regular rocks, gems have bright, pure, strong colors. The stronger and purer the color, the more valuable the gem is. Often the same mineral can form different colored gems. Red rubies and blue sapphires both contain the same mineral. The different colors come from tiny bits of other chemicals mixed with the main mineral. It only takes one different atoms in 1,000 to change the color of a gem. Clarity refers to how flawless the gem is. Gems with dark marks, cracks, and bubbles are less valuable than gems without these flaws. Gems are cloudy are also less valuable than clearer gems. But clarity is often not as important as the size and rarity of a gem. Emeralds often have many flaws, but because they are so rare, a flooded emerald is more valuable than a flawless diamond. Hardness and the Mohs scale. Hardness indicates how pure and tightly structured the mineral is in a gemstone. It tells how well a gem will hold up to daily wear. A geologist named Friedrich Mohs developed a scale to test the hardness of gemstones. He simply scratched one gem with another. A gem can only scratch other gems that are softer than it is. The softest mineral, talc, which cannot scratch anything else, is a 1 on the Mohs scale. Diamond, the hardest substance on earth, can stretch anything, but can only be stretched by another diamond. Diamond is a 10 on the Mohs scale. Most gems must be 5 or above to be strong enough for use in jewelry. Why are some types of gems? Diamonds are the hardest natural thing in the world because diamonds can cut anything, including metal and stone. Flooded or unattractive diamonds are often put on saws and drill tips. Most diamonds are almost colorless, but very rare. Rare diamonds can be yellow, red, or blue. They are more often found in South Africa, Russia, and Australia. One of the most famous diamonds, the Hope Diamond, is not the largest, but it is a rare sky blue color. Its long history of theft and ownership by royalty and the rich gave it a legend of being cursed. The largest diamond ever found is the Cullinan diamond, which was discovered in South Africa. It weighed over 3,100 carats and was as large as a pineapple. It was cut into 9 gems, one of which, the Greater Star of Africa, weighs 530 carats. Do you know? Graphite, or pencil lead, is exactly the same mineral as diamonds. In graphite, the atoms are arranged in loose layers. This makes graphite very soft, so soft that if you rub it on a piece of paper, the atoms break off, leaving a pencil mark. In diamonds, those same atoms have been squeezed together so tightly that nothing except another diamond can scratch them off. Rubies and sapphires are made of the same mineral. Rubies are always blood red or pink. Many other form of the minerals, no matter the color, is considered a sapphire. However, sapphires are most famous for their deep blue color. Do you know? Birthstones were first to worn in the Middle Ages. Astrologers and fortune tellers often associated birthdays with essential stars, planets, flowers, and gems. Your gemstones supposedly brought you good luck, protection, and wealth. There are different lists of birthstones in different places. The following is a current list of birthstones in the United States. January, garnet. February, amethyst. March, aquamarine. April, diamond. May, emerald. June, pearl. July, ruby. August, peridot. September, sapphire. October, opal. November, topaz. And December is turquoise. The quartz family is the most common of all crystals. Quartz is found all over the world, is in colors of the rainbow. Most quartz is so common that anyone can afford it. The largest quartz crystal ever found was about 6 meters, 20 feet long. It weighed more than 34,000 kilograms, 48 tons, more than a loaded 18-wheeled trucks. The most valuable quartz is a multicolored stone called opal. Opals often contain white, blue, and red-orange colors. They are most often found in Australia. Emeralds are known for their green color. Gem quality emeralds are rare and usually small, but people prize their color so much that emeralds are more valuable than diamonds. The finest emeralds are found in Colombia. The same mineral that forms emeralds also forms a blue-green stone called aquamarine. Jade is one of the most valued stones. It occurs in lavender, white, and almost every shade of green. Which is the most valuable? Jade is very tough but easy to curve along its grain. Many civilizations, especially in Asia, used jade to make beautiful knives, swords, and axes. Blue-green turquoise comes from the deserts of Iran, Tibet, and the southwestern United States. This stone often has pretty spots and streaks running through it. Much of the world's turquoise is set in silver, as the Navajo Native Americans traditionally wore it. The Navajo believed turquoise to be pieces of the sky that had fallen to earth. Natural pearls are strangely shaped and are very rare. It takes an oyster many years to create a pearl from a tiny bit of sand. Almost all of the beautiful round pearls in jewelry stores are cultured or made by people. Pearl farmers place a round shell bed into an oyster's shell. The oyster covers the bed into nacre, creating a perfectly round pearl. Cultured pearls come in every color of the rainbow, from creamy white to pink to yellow to green and even black. Conclusion. Beautiful gems can be found around the world. Many gems are symbols of power and wealth. For centuries, people have killed and died for them. In some places, such as West Africa and Colombia, the gem trade is still filled with blood and violence. Mining gems with dynamite and stripe mines is often dangerous, damaging both humans and the earth. Scientists can grow gems in the lab that are identical to the finest natural gems but cost 1,000 times less. In the future, created gems might fulfill our desire for gemstones' beauty while preserving Earth and its people.